Welcome to the second annual Peace Day in Americus, Sumter County. Our theme this year is celebrating a multi-generational mosaic of gifts. So we chose that theme in part because we wanted to celebrate the legacy of Mattie J.T. Stepanek, who died at age 13, and yet will always be known as a poet, a peacemaker, and a philosopher who played. And we also wanted to celebrate the legacies of Jimmy and Rosalind Carter, who are in their mid to late 90s, and who will always be known for celebrating a legacy, for celebrating a message of peace. But if you think about the mosaic, Mattie said, and he wrote this on September 11th, 2001. So on the day that this country became vulnerable to a terrorist attack, Mattie wrote a poem that became an international passage for peace, and in that poem he said, we are a mosaic of gifts. And I think that's really profound, because if you think about a mosaic is made up of all these individual little pieces, and every single piece tells a story. Every little piece is essential. Every little piece is its own little mosaic. But if you, with care, bring those pieces together, we tell a collective story. We're all in this together. We all have to somehow celebrate the mosaic. And that mosaic is timeless. It goes across space, it goes across time, it goes across generations, it goes across children, it goes across adults, people who have been here and people who have yet to come onto this earth. Get to know your neighbor here, and then get to know your neighbors around the block so we can begin tending to basic human needs and celebrating peace.
Thanks for coming over. More smiles.
Got it.
Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Come on, everyone, just practice. Come on, everyone, just practice.
It isn't my privilege to be here today with you. I want to thank the Stepanek Foundation, along with the Rotary Club for sponsoring this event, along with other organizations for participating. This is what truly makes Americus and Sumter County, in my opinion, a very unique community in this country. We come together, we celebrate things, and we also celebrate and promote peace and understanding and unity, not only through our community, but throughout this state and nation. Well, I, Barry Blunt, on behalf of the Mayor and City Council of Americus, do hereby proclaim for Saturday, October 2nd, 2021, as Peace Day of the City of Americus, and call upon the people of the city to join in the observance and celebration of October 2nd, 2026.
I'd like to take a moment to share with you the importance of our sister city relationship between Konu, which is now Miyoshi City, Japan, and Americus, Georgia, and our efforts to work together towards peace, harmony, and friendship across the globe. You may ask, what is a sister city relationship and how is it part of Americus? It's simply a partnership between two cities from two countries across the globe who are fostering a friendship together in an effort towards a better future. This relationship promotes peace through mutual international awareness and understanding through cultural, emotional, civic, and business exchanges with our international sister city, all starting with one individual, one community at a time.
We are proclaiming Preet Johnny to be a peace certified person. And this says, the late teen poet and peace ambassador, Mattie J.T. Stepanek, reminds us that peace is possible when we equitably tend to basic human needs so that we can each and all be okay with who and how we are as people and live with purpose and hope even amid challenges. You chose to reflect on Mattie's message and to respond to the needs of global neighbors and to reach out with support that tended to the basic human needs and celebrated the mosaic of humanity. The Mattie J.T. Stepanek Foundation celebrates your choices for peace with gratitude. So thank you very much.
We set up a foundation to help people in India during the Delta variant. There was a lack of oxygen for people in the hospitals. People had to be set outside the hospitals, and people were dying. And the death rate was increasing every single day. And so essentially, the foundation is just going to help for basic necessities such as like masks, hand sanitizer, things like that. And ultimately, our final goal is just try to help increase the amount of oxygen that people have in hospitals and things like that.
Choose peace, just peace. Choose peace, just peace. Choose peace, just peace. I am, we are. We are a mosaic of gifts. All we have to do is choose to just show up with purpose for peace. It is okay to get angry. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to be frustrated. It is not okay to not take care of our neighbors. It is not okay to be mean, to be unkind, to bully other people, or to turn a blind eye to a neighbor in need.
Well, this is a pretty emotional time for me because this was the first official headquarters building for Habitat for Humanity. So a lot of history is here. I could probably make a 30-minute talk, but...
And you will one day.
Jenny wants me to keep it short, so
Yes.
I will not go any farther. I just am... things happen as God intends them, and I couldn't feel more happy that the Stepanek Foundation is housed here. And Jenny lives.
The Mama Peace Pad is on the back side of the house on the main floor. Peace is possible.
Peace is possible.
Choose peace.
Choose peace.
Welcome to Taraji. If Plan A doesn't work, go to Plan B. If Plan B doesn't work, go to Plan C. Taraji. As these messages of peace go into the ground, we ask God by all names to please dedicate these messages of peace, these hopes, these joys, these tears, these fears, to purpose and to rebuilding the shattered mosaic of peace and cultivating peace in our community and around our world. Amen. Amen. Thank you everybody for coming. Same time next